Do y'all remember this game called The Day Before? I think this game was shown like 2 years ago when they had first made the announcement trailer. I forgot at what event it was, but they showed the first trailer for this game. And the trailer did look good. It kind of gave me the Division vibes of when you first seen the Division, and that looks good as well. But it kind of was like the Division mixed with a little bit of DayZ mixed with Last of Us, and like the graphics looked amazing. The world looked amazing. It just looked like a good game. Fast forward a few years later. Lord have mercy.
Do you reckon I could shoot him in the head?
We coming for you, nigga!
The studio behind the game, fantastic. They have shut down the game completely only 4 days after launch. I repeat, 4 days after launch. This junk is groundbreaking. I have never seen a game get like lose support. This, like, the game didn't even really come out with a chance to improve or evolve. These suckers just essentially threw in the towel. Oh, but trust me, it gets a lot worse. You had a lot of people paying to play this game early. I think the game was like $40 to play the game early. So you had a lot of people that had interest in this game paying the $40 to get early access to the game. And immediately they noticed something was wrong. A lot was wrong with the game. You had a lot of people just slandering this game, from the server issues it had to the gameplay issues, the bugs, the glitches. Everything in this game was bad, right? And the developers, of course, knew about this and heard all of the feedback that they were getting. So they put out... When I seen this, I was like, yo, this might be... Remember how I did my little, well, for the people that watched, the little community game awards that I had? And I had a section that said biggest finesses of 2023, and I had like a list of games there. This game looked like it might be the actual biggest finesse of 2023, because the more and more, because I think I had seen this trailer like a few years ago, but I kind of just forgot about it. I wasn't really like keeping up with this game, but when I seen the trailer again to do this video, I was like, oh, I remember this game. Oh yeah, this was a game that I was like, okay, I need to see more of, but I didn't follow the game like that. But a lot of people, they started to follow the game because they had interest in it. So people are playing this game in the early access and saying, yo, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on with this game? And it got so bad that the devs themselves, fantastic, they came out and said to our future players, it's like, as I was like reading more of this story, I just found it, you know how I think like all stuff is funny, right? As you like read this junk, it's just so unbelievably like bad and just such a failure that I can't do nothing but laugh. So they come out and say, to our future players who will dive into the game on December 7th, we made this for you so that you will enjoy the game and it becomes a celebration. Together, we will continue improving the game and adding content. To a person who didn't believe in us, we made this game for you too. We accept any kind of criticism and don't hold a grudge against you. Before we continue moving forward together, kindly allow us to note a few things? Please forgive us for not doing the best marketing and teasers. We learn something new and improve ourselves every single day. Please don't accuse us. This was the line that just had me like, son. If I had a dev tell me this, let's take the day before out of this equation. If I'm reading this and this comes before GTA 6 and I'm reading this, I'm already going to be like, like, okay, why are they saying like this whole thing is just a red flag. These niggas said, please don't accuse us of scamming. That's not true. We didn't take a penny from anyone. Please don't accuse us of asset flip. That's not true also. Our team worked day and night for 5 years to make our dream game a reality. Please don't underestimate our work. It wasn't easy. We are like you. We worked hard. And we're like, they just go on and on, pretty much trying to damage control how bad this game actually is. And here's the thing. We've seen stuff like this in the past. We've seen it, you know, when the whole Watch Dogs downgrade debacle that I think was like in what, 2012 or 2013, where like Watch Dogs the first time it looked amazing, and then as you see more and more of the game, the first Watch Dogs, people was like, yeah, this ain't it. I think you've seen it with the Division as well. You know, you've seen it with like we've seen stuff like this many of times over these, you know, like recent. We've seen stuff like this, but never on this level. When the people that had early access to this game, which I think was over 200,000 people, purchased this game on Steam. And once people like started to find out like this is nowhere near what I thought it was going to be, over 90,000 people, probably 90,000 and counting, have refunded this game and are getting their money back. Because it's that bad. It is that bad. And the funny thing is, it sucks just like, oh no, where are you suckers going? Because like I said, they shut down pretty much like the whole studio for this game, and they put out an actual notice on their Twitter. So this is from the fantastic dev that made this game. Today, we announced the closure. Yo, if there was ever a time to say this, grand opening, grand closing. Today we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially, and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. We invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of the day before, which was our first huge game. We really wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential of the game, but unfortunately we don't have the funding to continue the work. It's important to note that we didn't take any money. It's like the more and more I read to this junk, it's just like, yo, we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. Stop right there. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I know about the ins and outs of game development. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do. But at the same time, how can you drop a gameplay trailer 2 years ago and it looked like this, and then all of a sudden, a few years later, your game essentially looks completely different from the ground up, nowhere near as detailed, the gameplay is nowhere near as immersive and engaging, and then you say you put your blood, sweat, and tears in like, how? How can you say that? Like, no matter what you say, it's gonna come off like you suckers, one, finessed us, and two, didn't even really give this game a chance and try to achieve whatever vision it is that you had. Like, this is way past being a downgrade. This is just flat out false this is false advertisement at this point of the highest degree. They go on to say, we apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. But it gets worse. Going back to that letter they put out, if you look down, one of the comments it says, "Where do you think you're going? Refund those people now, then you can say goodbye and never come back." Like, it's all I mean, again, I haven't really followed this game like this, but as I was learning more about the story of it, it's almost like they got some of the money, seeing that a lot of people were starting to refund the game and get their money back, and then say, yeah, we out. And now are running away to, get off with whatever money they have left. Going back to the Discord, so apparently, like, all of the stuff within the Day Before server has been deleted. Like, all of the suckers left. It got so bad that just a mod in the Discord server, like, because everything is, like, essentially, like, done and gone now. A mod left this message: "A last goodbye and thank you from myself and the rest of your moderation team and volunteers. We appreciated all the fun we've had over the time we spent here. We had our community ups and downs. The kind words today were appreciated from the mods. Fantastic fumbled and tried to use us as a scapegoat. One day, someone will make the game we all desire. For those who still need a refund, do check out the Reddit," and then he posts a link there. Like, I just have never seen, like, in all of my time playing, like, even like the worst, like, remember when No Man's Sky came out? And again, that was a game that, like, a lot of people had a lot of, hope and expectation in. And then when it dropped, that game was getting slandered. Suckers was saying that Sean Murray ran to his bunker, but I think that game was, like, backed by, like, a lot of people. And then when he got all that money and then the game came out and it was nowhere near what people expected, that happened with No Man's Sky. It happened with CD Projekt Red. Even though they did it, I mean, essentially they did. They got all that money from the game on launch day, only to find out the game had a freaking host of issues, and it took them 3 years later to give you what you see in Cyberpunk today. So we've seen this many a times, but it was never either this bad or over the next few years the game was fixed. These suckers essentially, not even essentially, like, that's what happened. These suckers threw in the towel, said, yeah, we tried. Hey, we didn't scam nobody, but yeah, it's over. we could have shut down the studio. We might do, I don't even know, do they plan on, like, updating this game at all? I mean, if the whole studio has been shut down, probably not. I think the servers will still be active for a while. I don't know. I heard that this game has been pulled completely off of Steam. Most likely nothing else is going to happen for this game. It's been pulled from Steam. It's getting all this slander and no, like, good feedback onto the game. Most likely this game has just got the Avengers treatment, but, like, not even a week in, 4 days in. Going back to what they said, unfortunately, we miscalculated our capabilities. Maybe. Maybe, like, was this their first game? I don't know. I don't know if this was their first game that they've ever tried to develop, or this was their first big game that they tried to develop, but shutting down your game not even a week in due to all of the freaking slander that you guys are catching and all of the people that saying this is a scam, you guys finessed us, we feel robbed, this ain't nowhere near the game that I thought I was going to get. Getting even to the point to where the developers were pulling the first trailers they put out of this game off of the actual developers deleted the first trailers that this game had off of their own channels, but you can still find it on other channels. So that's why I was able to show this. This ain't even really supposed to be shown right now because the devs don't want you to see it of how it was supposed to look like. That is why you can never judge a game, especially when it's from a studio you don't really like know of like that, based off of the first trailer. Because again, I feel like over the years we have learned from Watch Dogs 1, from The Division, really a lot of like Ubisoft titles especially, but from like certain games, when you first see it, it looks amazing, but then as they continue to show more and more of the game, you like, nah, this ain't it. So this is like one of those cases, but this takes it to the next level. This is hands down to me the biggest finesse, not only just this year, probably the biggest finesse I've seen, maybe ever. Because again, most times when like a game launches and like it's bad, at least they try to, you know, fix it. It's like these suckers didn't even try. They just threw in the towels, said, yeah, we're going to shut down the studio 4 days after the game is launched. Seen a bunch of people were asking for refunds, and then said, we're going to use the rest of the income that we received to pay off the debts to our partners. Deleted the Discord server. Deleted the Discord server. Took off all the first trailers they had for the game. Like, you didn't even try. So you could put out this like letter saying, hey, this was not a scam and we tried and we put in our blood, sweat. You could say all that junk. Bro, from the outside looking in, from a consumer standpoint, you didn't even try. You put out a freaking fake trailer that gave false advertisement to what your game was going to be. And then, I don't know, again, I don't know if this was the first time these suckers tried to create a game. They put out that first trailer, which I don't even know how that first trailer came to be because it's like so different from the actual game. And then like the actual game is not even close to what people were seeing. And then on top of that, you have early access for it and asking for $40 from people on Steam and got over what, 200,000 plus people to pay that $40. What do you guys, if you guys have been paying attention to this game or this story, what do you guys feel about this? I think this is some of the most hilarious, yet like sad stuff that I've seen in the gaming industry, especially from a developer standpoint. Like, wow. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. For the people that did have a hope in this game, what do you guys think? Let me know that too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until my next video, my brothers and sisters, I'll catch you boys in my next one, all right?